In the desolate expanse of Utah's Uinta Basin, nestled beneath the ominous shadows of the Uinta Mountains, lies the infamous Skinwalker Ranch, a place shrouded in mystery and dark folklore. The ranch, a desolate stretch of land with a grim history, had long been avoided by locals who spoke in hushed tones of supernatural occurrences and malevolent entities. It was late autumn when a group of 4 intrepid paranormal investigators decided to unravel the secrets that clung to Skinwalker Ranch. Driven by a combination of curiosity and hubris, the team consisted of Jake, a seasoned investigator with a penchant for the unexplained; Emily, a skeptical journalist seeking a sensational story; Mark, a tech specialist armed with an array of ghost detecting gadgets; and Sarah, a psychic medium, attuned to the otherworldly. As the team ventured into the heart of the ranch, a chill in the air clung to their skin, and the wind whispered unsettling secrets. The first night was deceptively quiet, but as the moon ascended, the ranch came alive with unseen forces. The air crackled with energy as shadows danced eerily across the barren landscape. The investigators set up camp near an abandoned corral, the skeletal remains of a long-forgotten ranching era. Emily scoffed at the tales of skinwalkers and shape-shifting entities, dismissing them as mere folklore. However, the others felt an unspoken tension, an invisible web woven by the spirits that called the ranch home. As the clock struck midnight, the temperature plummeted, and the team huddled around a flickering campfire. Strange sounds echoed through the night, an ethereal symphony of whispers and phantom footsteps. Sarah, the psychic medium, trembled as she felt a presence, something ancient and malevolent, watching from the shadows. Mark's ghost, detecting gadgets, began to flicker, registering anomalous readings that defied scientific explanation. Jake, the seasoned investigator, remained stoic but couldn't shake the feeling that they were trespassers in a realm beyond human comprehension. Suddenly, the night erupted into chaos. Unearthly screams echoed across the ranch as the investigators witnessed grotesque shapes moving in the darkness. Emily's skepticism evaporated as she glimpsed a shadowy figure with hollow eyes and twisted limbs, a manifestation of the feared Skinwalker. The team, paralyzed by fear, watched as the apparition circled them, its unearthly wails drowning out the howling wind. Sarah, the psychic, muttered incantations in a desperate attempt to ward off the malevolent entity, but the air thickened with an oppressive force. The ranch seemed to come alive, with unseen hands pulling at the investigators' clothing and ghostly whispers weaving tales of tragedy and despair. Mark's gadgets went haywire, registering off. Charts readings that defied the laws of the natural world. In a desperate bid to escape the encroaching darkness, the team fled toward the ranch's perimeter. The night sky, once filled with stars, became a swirling void, and the very ground beneath them seemed to shift and contort. Reality itself seemed to warp, as if the ranch existed in a twilight zone between dimensions. As dawn approached, the investigators stumbled out of the ranch, battered and changed forever. The once skeptical Emily now clung to the others, her eyes haunted by the horrors she had witnessed. The ranch, shrouded in morning mist, seemed to exhale a sigh of malevolence as the team retreated, leaving behind a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into a nightmarish tapestry of the supernatural. Skinwalker Ranch, with its dark secrets and eldritch energies, remained a forbidden enigma, a place where the veil between this world and the next was thin, and the spirits of the past lingered in eternal torment. The investigators, forever scarred by their night on the ranch, carried with them the chilling certainty that some mysteries were never meant to be unraveled. In the aftermath of that harrowing night, the investigators found themselves drawn back to the cursed expanse of Skinwalker Ranch, compelled by an irresistible force that tugged at the edges of their sanity. As they delved deeper, the skeletal remains of long-forgotten structures revealed cryptic symbols etched into the decaying wood, a language of the occult that spoke of a dark covenant made in the shadows. Haunted by the memories of their previous encounter, the team pressed on, uncovering hidden passages and forgotten tunnels beneath the ranch's desolate surface. Sarah, the psychic medium, felt an ancient malevolence pulsating through the very earth, as if the land itself harbored a sinister consciousness. In the heart of the ranch, they stumbled upon an abandoned homestead, its dilapidated walls echoing with the anguished whispers of a tragic past. Ghostly apparitions manifested, reenacting the final moments of a family's demise. The investigators, now accustomed to the paranormal, witnessed the spectral tragedy unfold. A dark tale etched into the fabric of Skinwalker Ranch. Mark's ghost, detecting gadgets, still recovering from their previous ordeal, emitted cryptic messages that hinted at a convergence of dimensions. The air vibrated with an unsettling energy, and the team found themselves standing at the threshold of a cosmic crossroads where the living and the dead intersected. As night descended once again, the ranch became a theater of the macabre. Shadows danced with a life of their own, coalescing into grotesque shapes that whispered forbidden secrets. The team, armed with newfound knowledge and trepidation, pressed forward, drawn to an ancient burial ground hidden within the ranch's labyrinthine depths. The burial ground, marked by weathered gravestones, emanated an eerie glow as ethereal figures emerged from the spectral mist. The investigators, now surrounded by the restless dead, felt the weight of unfinished business lingering in the air. The apparitions, their eyes pleading for release, beckoned the team to unearth the forgotten truths buried beneath the soil. Sarah, guided by an otherworldly intuition, began to unearth artifacts that revealed the tragic history of Skinwalker Ranch. A cursed legacy of betrayal and bloodshed unfolded, a narrative woven with the threads of forbidden rituals and spectral pacts. The team, gripped by the gravity of the revelation, understood that they were pawns in a cosmic game that spanned centuries. The burial ground seemed to pulsate with an ancient power, as the investigators, now acutely aware of their role in the ranch's dark tapestry, sought a way to break the cycle of torment. Mark's gadgets, now conduits of the supernatural, displayed a convergence of energies that transcended the boundaries of earthly comprehension. With a solemn determination, the team performed a ritual guided by ancient incantations. The air crackled with tension as the burial ground responded, the spirits of the past merging with the living in a spectral dance of redemption. The very fabric of Skinwalker Ranch seemed to shudder as the curse began to lift, and the paranormal maelstrom that had gripped the investigators receded like a retreating storm. As dawn painted the horizon with hues of indigo and gold, the investigators stood on the precipice of a transformed Skinwalker Ranch. The desolation that once clung to the land had lifted, replaced by an eerie calm. The skeletal remains of the ranching era, once suffused with malevolence, now stood as silent witnesses to a turbulent history. The investigators, forever changed by their odyssey into the supernatural, left Skinwalker Ranch with a profound understanding that some mysteries, though unearthed, were meant to remain veiled in the shadows of the unknown. The forbidden enigma of Skinwalker Ranch, now tempered by the redemption of spirits and the breaking of an ancient curse, lingered as a testament to the thin veil between the realms, a realm where the living and the dead coexisted in an eternal dance of darkness and light. Drawn by the allure of escaping urban chaos, the Harrisons embraced the ranch's isolation. However, from the moment they arrived, an ominous tension gripped the air, signaling that the land harbored ancient secrets that defied rational understanding. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the ranch transformed into a realm of darkness, accentuated only by the distant glow of the moon, casting ghostly shadows. The Harrisons' first encounter with the supernatural manifested as mysterious whispers that seemed to emanate from the very soil beneath their feet. Initially dismissed as mere imagination, these whispers evolved into guttural voices, eerily mimicking the family members. The mimicry took a personal and malevolent turn, leaving the family unnerved and questioning their decision to call the ranch home. Unseen forces seemed to play a sinister game, weaving a tapestry of psychological torment that would soon consume them. The nocturnal hours became a symphony of unsettling noises, accompanied by grotesque apparitions that danced on the fringes of their vision. Shadowy figures with forms twisted and contorted moved silently through the darkness, defying all attempts to capture them on camera. The family patriarch, Daniel Harrison, endeavored to document these spectral entities, only to find that the footage revealed inexplicable distortions and otherworldly anomalies. The ranch, it seemed, possessed a consciousness of its own, manipulating reality at whim. During a routine family meal, the room plunged into darkness, punctuated by agonized cries seemingly emanating from the very walls. The air thickened, and an unrelenting chill gripped the room. Huddled together, the family prayed for dawn to break the nightmarish spell that enveloped them. Their prayers, however, went unanswered. The horrors escalated when the family's youngest daughter, Emily, began conversing with an imaginary friend named Caleb. Initially dismissed as a typical childhood companion, Caleb revealed an intimate knowledge of the ranch's dark history and the malevolent spirits that lingered within its confines. Desperation led the Harrisons to seek help from local authorities, but every attempt to bring outsiders onto the property was thwarted by an unseen force. The ranch itself seemed to be a malevolent entity, fiercely guarding its enigmatic secrets. The family became prisoners in their own home, surrounded by entities that reveled in their psychological torment. As months passed, the family's mental and emotional resilience eroded. Sleepless nights, incessant whispers, and an omnipresent feeling of being watched pushed them to the brink of insanity. They became unwitting vessels for the unseen forces that haunted the ranch. Their once jovial faces now etched with the deep lines of fear and despair. In a final act of desperation, the Harrisons made the gut-wrenching decision to abandon the ranch, leaving behind the enigmatic terrors that had consumed their lives. As they drove away, an oppressive weight seemed to lift, and the whispers faded into the distance. Shadowy figures vanished into the night, leaving the ranch standing as a silent sentinel, its dark secrets buried beneath the desolate landscape. The tale of the Harrison family serves as a chilling testament to the notion that certain places are best left untouched, as the boundary between the living and the supernatural can blur into a realm of unimaginable horror, forever entwined with the haunting legacy of Skinwalker Ranch.